Hi, welcome. We're back at it with this is the project where we learn, where I learn to code, because this is all out of my comfort zone. And we've managed to do this right until now. And this morning I thought, wouldn't it be a good idea to have a list? Everybody has a list, right? If you are an ArcoLinux or a distro builder, or an ArcoLinux and Arch ISO builder, that's better, right? You have in the user share Arch ISO. If you have investigated already how ArcoLinux builds its ISOs, you have this relang thing which we're working with, and all it needs is the packages. So my point is, Control C, what if I have my own vision on the list of things? What if I say that, for instance, that's all good and well, I like that, so this is the default, and then you say, this is from me. And after a while, if you've been long enough on Arch, you say, I want to have Firefox, I want to have Chromium, and so on. And you keep on adding each week, each month, the stuff that you like, and you keep this thing around. What if I could do then, say, in here, install packages from file, something like that, right? Select, have a button to select a certain pathway, and then the button to install. It uses the pathway and it goes down the list that you've done, and it just installs until finished. That's the idea, right? You have your personal list. Do we need it? No, you don't need it, right? You don't need it. It's just an exercise. So if I do, for instance, like this, very easy, install.sh, right? Just renamed it. Gonna make it a properties, permissions, voila, allow this file to run as an application. It's now a .sh, and in front of this I type sudo pacman -s, don't bother me, no confirm, and if it's already there, then don't install it. Done, right? Who needs a GUI? I'll keep telling you that. Who needs a GUI? None of you. So if I say sure install, there is only one thing I should check, because there was a text at the bottom, and he wants to go to install this one, right? This is from me. That does not really exist. It does not compute, and Blanco stuff does not work either, right? But how easy is it to just say, that's what I want? Just grow a list, basically. There's another expression with the word pair, but there it is. And you just go ahead and you just install them, right? And so on and so on. But I'm not going to, right? Stop. Because I don't want AMD as already things in there that I don't want, right? So this is from the relang, and this is from you. So you do Control Z. That's not what I wanted to do. This one, right? You just remove anything. We can better test this. So install ZSH. Done. Okay. So if it's that easy, why a GUI? Right? No need for a GUI. But what if I wanted to learn myself something? So the GUI, that's the first thing. Where shall we put it? The GUI. The bottom? Sure. Okay, close. It's decided that this one is the last one we've created. This is number 8. think so. Save. It says it does not exist. He might be right. Save all the way to the bottom. Add it to the rest. To the pack. Right. Do we see something or do we get all kind of errors? It's interesting to see intermediate approaches, intermediate screens. You always learn from it. So in this case, right? Did we save this? Yes, we did. Hbox 8 is here, control find. It's also there. And there, and there, and there. Did it not show any errors? Oh yeah, okay, right, got it? That's the one in user, share, arc, and so on. That's mine. That's not the code we're working in. So the ArcoLinux tweak tool is not the right one. This one, that one, that one. Workflow, right? Set your workflow up. Sudo Python ArcoLinux. So we got two times the same thing. Now we go change. So, install packages from file, right? Install packages from file. How would we call this thing? pacman packages installer or something? Packages installer? How does that sound? It's long, I know, but later on you still need to know what it's all about. So Control H, and then we say that this is packages installer. Right? So this is packages installer. Yeah, we're just gonna change this. Later we need to change it again. No problem. So that's the label. Yeah. Packages installer. Save. So we got the package, install package from file. Then we can lose one of these. I have actually found a bit of code in the ArcoLinux tweak tool. Always interesting to do copy paste. Where did I find it? GUI, right. The dots, yes. This one. This is the bit of code that I can read and then reuse. So that's the bit of code. Remember, when we are in grub tab, we can select a wallpaper. If I can select a wallpaper, I can select a file with packages, and then later on decide to run that content. Okay, so basically we need an entry. So this label 11, that's my install packages from file. This is an entry. That's just a normal from local file. So from here we start doing our own thing. This is the GTK entry. We're gonna rename it like, I don't know, path or something, or packages path. Packages path, let's put it long. So the path to the packages where the file is, GTK entry. Then we get the button. Yeah, sure. Button search is a good name. Okay. And if we click, we have to do something. It goes without saying. And then this does not exist anymore. All of that can go. And then the naming. So I've added label packages installer. What I've not added is packages path. That's the entry. And then the button search. Button search. Save. Then he says what's all that is about here, which is true. So GTK entry and the button search, the label, and then we're gonna connect it. This is not gonna work. This connecting doesn't know this thing, right? So I use something else that it does know. Control C. And later I'll make my own. This can go. Save. Show me. Has no attribute button search. Main has no attribute button search. 211 button search. What attribute do you want? Button search. Don't see any typos. HPAC 8 is there, right? That's that, that's that. So that's the problem, this guy. We got ourselves an entry. Better do the entry to the other side. Back start path. Packages path is the entry. So this should be the start. Save. And now this one. Back end at the very end. Right. No self needed. Okay. So we got, let's resize this thing. I do believe we can resize entries. The question is where? If we did that, we did do that. The entry. If we launch the ATT, so I'm grabbing the code. Okay, Super F, it's still open on the other side. So no, not this one, that one. I need this one back to the right. So this is how it looks on the ATT, which is great, right? I want to have it all the way like that. And then 3 buttons where we choose something. We put it in there. It has a pathway and we say click install instead of import select image. That's the reasoning. Why is it looking better here and why not here? So the self-db image, let's find out. That's not here. The grub GUI. I did see a lot of code somewhere, but that's about the scale that I've created. No, that's not it. Where did I see all the options you could have? And how does they do it in ATT? How do they do it? GTK entry and so on. True. 10. True 10. Of course it's that. Of course it's that, Eric. So the thing is, this one has false. True. You see, even if I know this, you keep forgetting this, and it's so growing old is no present. Right, so now we have this. And now we need to click this thing, and when I click this thing, what happens? I go to pacman reset local clicked. Okay, that's benign, that's okay. But I need to go to pacman install packages or something, right? Pacman install packages. Well, we haven't tested. All the way down. Is print hello. There has to be something in there, otherwise he complains. Oh yeah, we could print the content of this one. That would be better. Right, so that's good. The link is there. What we should do, however, and let's take a look at the code here. So when we click on choose wallpaper, Control C, then it goes. So if we click here, actually it's the naming is wrong, right? Actually what we're doing there is on find path, right? On find path is basically what we do, and then we have the path, and here we're gonna install stuff. So this needs something more. That's the button search. So we need a new button, maybe on a new line, but maybe, right? I'll do that later. Button install. That's the install button. Install button. The label should be install on pacman. How did we call it? On pacman install packages, and the other one is on find path. On find path. We have to do something. Now we have a button to install. If we click, we back on pacman install packages. On pacman install packages. Okay, save. That's the label. That's the path. That's the install. So the self packages path is here. So what we're missing is button search, but it's not that, it's button install. save. Do we get complaints? We got an install button, so this is empty. If we click here, we get the path. We need to have a window opening up. You select something, path goes in here, and when you install, what's in that file will be installed. Still a long way. So, on find path, how did I do it in the ArcoLinux tweak tool? Thank God we have something to compare with, to learn from. So, on choose wallpaper, that's where it's going to. Control find, and then here. This is what's happening then. If you read the code, you say, okay, it makes sense. If I have to type this code, then I say, oh my God, right? So on find path is basically this. Right, that's gone. Dialog is a file chooser dialog. Please choose a file and then action. Open it, filter, select image files. Aha. So set name text files like that, and I don't know, that's the thing, right? Set, let's not make it complex yet. Probably text slash, and then I don't know, what if they don't use anything, right? Just text and all the packages are in there. That will be an issue then, right? So let's do this off. Dialog set filter. And that's this filter. So to off it is set current folder fn home, not a bad idea. Dialog button stencil response open. Response self open response CB. CB was, I don't know, what did he, so he is Brad, do. CBB is background, C is CC, I don't know why CB, but there it is. Could be connect button as well, response button, I don't know what was in his mind. That's the name. Since we are comparing, I'm gonna do this because this points to this. The next logical step in this code is self open response, self dialog response, if response is okay, set TB image set text dialog get file name dialog destroy, and otherwise cancel dialog destroy. Stop the window. This is the dialog show, this is the dialog destroy. Shall we see what we get? Let's see. Let's save first. We go to the desktop. No, that's not a good file. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Click. Aha. Failed to commit changes to dconf. It's all that. We're in path, that's good. Don't want you to do anything with dconf, but I want you to do something with this. So if I click open, it needs to get in here. So I guess it's not finished. So that was working, yeah. And install is then hello. Okay. How to get the file in there? So on find path, let's investigate again. Unchoose wallpaper. We go here. And then we go to open response CB. Open response CB goes here. Self-dialog response. This one. TB image is something we've changed, right? It's not any longer TB image. It is now this one. Let's see. Group TB image. Yeah, that's the entry. So we've changed the name. Packages path, so it does not know where to put it. We're gonna go inside that particular thing, set the text, dialog get file. Yeah, that looks good. Save, go, hurry up. Desktop. Wow. Oh, I didn't realize I'm rude. Okay, doesn't matter. So if I get this, then basically that line is what I should install or read, and then line per line install with sudo pacman -s, no confirm needed. So printing hello doesn't cut it, all right? So I need to read the file. We've done that a lot of times already. And that's with open, right? With open, read the file that you sent me. We can copy paste this one, looks like bigger one, big chunk, to just say, oh yeah, still have to do something about that. I forgot. So we have a big chunk here. Here we're gonna read and they're gonna write. So basically that's actually not that bad. A lot of code can be reused. Control C. At the bottom we're gonna say a nice name. A nice name. Install packages path, right? From the path that you give me, I'll install the packages. But I need to know what the path is. So give me the path to the file, or just, yeah, path, file, path, you know what I mean. And then we can say print the file, print path. Okay. What is not needed? All of that is not needed. We have to figure that one out. And all of that is not needed. That's the right bit. And that's not needed. So that's what we keep. We forgot to change this already. Installing packages from selected file. Save. We're gonna open it and we're gonna write it. So first read, it's all in lines, and then we do some things with lines, and then we're gonna write lines again. Okay. Install packages path. Install packages path. And then we give him the path, and the path is print this. And if it's empty, you should say no, can't do that, it's empty. That's for later. Dialog. Why is dialog not working? It's not defined. Okay. Test equals dialog. Because it's in there. Right. What if we got the content of the GUI? The content of this self packages path. Self packages path. Not set text, but get text. Is that possible? And then print test. And that's for later. Then we run it. So that's cool. If we click on install, that's the file, the pathway. I'm actually doing this. So the content of that. That means if I can send that to here, I can do this actually in here. Control C, like so. This we don't need anymore. And then we go send the path to fn install packages path. Then I'm here, and we just say print path. Let's see if that works. Line comment, save. Click here, you go to desktop, you click there, and you say install, and it finds the file. So we're in here, Control Z, installing packages from selected file, and now some kind of reasoning. Print the lines, right? Let's do something more interesting than the make init CPO thingy there. Let's do something computer, right mouse click, open folder with root. It's easy, that's its own root. Hey. Oh yeah, desktop. This one. Test.conf, well, white.conf, right? Test. And then in here, Control A, delete. We'll install Firefox. We install Chromium. That's on Arch. Okay, that's enough for testing. All right, print lines. They go up. Install. Oops, what's that? I'm getting, oh yeah, close. No, yeah, no. I'm getting the pacman.conf. Or not. Yeah, that's the pacman.conf. How do I get that? You're right. Right. Definitely not okay. So path. Read the path. We don't need to write anything away actually. Right? We don't need to write anything away. No, not like that. I prefer to do like this. It's gray. So this is what I want you to read. Go to the path, read it, lines, of course, Eric. Install. So I got this. And all I need now is a loop to go through the list. So if I say, well, we can actually do this for a line, well, for a line in lines. Yes. And then installation of stuff. Pacman. Let's take the best code that we can have here. There is already a little bit of code. Check package installed, that's one thing. Install package, we can use this one. Install package. Self and package is already installed, nothing to do. Yeah, that's good. Huh? Reuse the code. So in here, do this one and take line. Let's do print line. See what we get. Then this is not needed. Yeah. Nope. Okay, so root Firefox, and then he says, I had a self. I thought about typing the self and then I forgot about it. Oh, misery. Brain. Okay. Doesn't like the self bit. I'm wondering if I need to do the self as well in the top level document there. With testing we learn. Voila, check. Now it has self already. Oh, sorry, here. Self packages get text. So another self here. Self packages.text, yeah. Oh baby! Installing packages from selected file. Firefox. Package Firefox is already installed, nothing to do. The package Chromium is already installed, nothing to do. What if, right? Pacman minus remove Chromium Firefox Let me keep Firefox, right? Chromium. Please. Chromium is out. Package Chromium is now installed. Awesome. That is awesome. Now the home bit is going to the root, right? Don't think there's much I can do about that. When it's gonna open the folder, it's gonna be fn home, but fn home should be, right? Should be, it's not. Should be home Eric, because it's home and then they get the login. But that's, wow, maybe for future, right? It's not that it's bad. Do I have a list like that? Personal list? Not really. You know what we have? If you have the ArcoLinux B, the ArcoLinux B ISOs, or you have any of the other ISOs, I am CHDWM. There is the packages list, Control C. I can put this one on Eric desktop, right? What's this? Oh yeah, that's my example. Then I'll replace it. So this is the list of files that we have. Then you say, okay, I'm not gonna mess with the Arch ISO packages, but at some point in time it gets interesting. Still not interesting. At some point in time, it is just apps, right? And I wonder. Would be interesting if we say, if it contains this line, don't do it. I mean this hashtag, don't do it, and stop it, or not. Because if we send this to the guy, let's take a small selection. Let's do something like this, right? Just the two of them, that's enough to test. Anything else? Not really. There might be conflicts in there. So if you have dovbin, now dovbin has been removed, but if you have a different version, a git and another version, then you might have problems. So a long list, right? You just create a long list of stuff that you want. Here we have something that's not used. It's even text, right? And this is not used, so you decided otherwise. But you want this and you want that. pacman. Okay. Okay. Control C. Yes, I know. Sudo pacman -s dov. Dov exists. Okay, that's what I want to know. So save and quit, and it's on the desktop, home Eric desktop. Fine. Then I go to here. When I'm home, I'm root, right? So you get one level up, and you go to home. Where's home? Home Eric desktop. Select it. And what happens then? Install. Installing packages from file. This one. He says it's already installed. Nothing to do. Fine. And the others, we should try it out. So there is no error. I thought that everything would stop and everything is going to be an error. But we did do a try there, right? Exceptions. Why doesn't it print? error then. Enfin, minus remove, Firefox has to go. Oh my god, my friend. Firefox will go, Duff will go. Right? So if you go ahead with install, Firefox is now installed. Is now installed. Is that true? Duff. It's not found. And Firefox command not found. Okay. So it's not installed, is it? No. Is it because I did not restart the app? Don't think so. But let's test it. So home, go to home, Eric, desktop, the file. Now we install it. He says it's installed, but I don't trust him. So none of them are installed. So let's have a look. We sent information to the bottom. Install. He's gonna read this for line in lines, print line. I do a print line. And what is that? This one? Installing packages from selected file. That's this. Then I say print a line. Find. It goes to that one. Self and packages. pacman -s Firefox. No confirm needed. Package is already installed. What did it say? It does not say it's already installed, so that's a good thing. It says it's now installed. It's now installed. And that's the command. Where is your command? Here. pacman -s Firefox. Applying this command, where does it say? Apply this command, pacman -s Firefox. No confirm needed. Why? Apply this command. And it says it's installed. So never it shows an error because it says it's got to be there. What are we missing? No, don't see it. Everything works fine the way it's it just doesn't get installed. Oh, a little stretch there. Oh, computering, right? The back, the neck. Oh. It went well till now. I wonder why this is so small. He cuts this off. Did they do that in the past? Here it does not. What's the content? What's with the file, right? What's with the file? Control H, desktop. So this one we can delete. That one. Let's remove the stuff that shouldn't be there and save like this. Might do some good. This took a little bit of time. Damn. So we need to get the errors out. That's not installed. Why are you not installed? Next time around, who's first? Firefox is first. Dove gets installed and Firefox not. Okay, a little bit more. So if I have a list, let's try it again. If I have a list, like this, and I say install, Firefox should be installed. Applying this command, and that was already installed. Nothing to do, nothing to do, nothing to do. That's true. But Ctrl Alt F. There we go. Right? Firefox is not installed. Command not found. Inksy is. Sudo pacman minus remove Inksy, Dove, Chromium. And if we run it again, then I can remove it. Not again. And Chromium them. That's interesting. So the last one works. And all the rest doesn't. Okay, that's a logic of sorts. So the reading goes wrong. Oh, we have to get rid of the enters. We have to get rid of the enters. Right. For line in line, this one should be, what was it again? Functions, split, or what was it? Control A, split. Let's see. Split is doing that. Replace, no. Split, nope. Just let me go walk through the ArcoLinux tweak tool with all the commands I've seen in the past. Strip, that's it. Strip with the, where are the quotes? There. And this is enter. I don't want Firefox enter, I want Firefox. Yeah, that's how you learn. Line strip, no typos, no. So not split, but strip. Splitting is a string into two pieces with the equal, for example, A equals B, split in equal, then you got B, for example. If you select a 1, save. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. I have good hopes you hear it in my singing. So, no. Ah yeah, what happens then? Right. So we need to tell him that it shouldn't be empty. That's later. Home, Eric. And then desktop, Eric. Yeah, desktop. Install. Oh, that's looking better. Normal again. That was the enter, eh? Remember? That was the hint. If only then my euro would fall. This is the hint. Firefox enter is now installed. This is the normal look. Pretty sure it's gonna work. Control C. Oops. Oops. I was so sure. It's now installed. It's now installed. So, what did I lose? Firefox. No. Chromium. Oh, Chromium is there. Sudo remove pacman -r Chromium. That's gone. All the others are not there. Firefox, Inksy, and DAF. All not there. So we're getting closer, but let's see. Let's do the for line in lines. Line equals this. Copy, yeah. This and then so. And print line. What do we get? For line in line, print line. What is the end result? Always want to close. Okay, this really feels good. And Firefox. Oh, they're all installed. What did I do? It's working. Don't look back. Don't change code. It's working. All right. So for whatever reason, if we split this up, that was better. So we did it here and not in line here. He felt better about it. All good. Line strip is line and then go install line. This is code that we don't need. We're not removing things, right? Just installing stuff. You just make sure you install the proper things from a list. Video, 58 minutes. So we've got ourselves something to select, click and install. When it's empty, when this thing is empty, if this thing is empty. We did that as well in the GUI, right? If the TB image is empty, we must have said something like that. There you go. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's it. Look at this code. If we want to install, we click on install packages. Don't need to print the path anymore. What we do need is code that says we send the path here, right? So if path is bigger than 1, then it's cool. If path is bigger than 1, I don't want to print anything. Then you're gonna copy paste. What's this? No. If path is bigger than 1, then I shouldn't do anything. Right? We shouldn't do anything. If the path's okay, the path's okay. So print path. But if it's not bigger than 1, the length is not bigger than 1, means it's 0, then you say first select the file. Select the file. And if the length is bigger, you can do all of this. Check. First select the file. I got an idea. What if first select the file. I don't know if my idea works. What I want to do is here say first select the file. Now we could do that as well. Or just put some text in here, select your file. So what we could do, was thinking, yeah. So either we do it immediately, select your file. So the path, and say set the file, set the name. What would be best? Immediately have text, or have text when you do click and it says it's empty, then fill it in. That's the reasoning. Right? So if I click on install, it goes here. I'd rather have this function here. So I'd rather have the check there, which means that I'll do this. I'm messing it up. You're messing it up. If length. Now it doesn't know the path, of course. Okay. Save. But here is the path. I can still do that. So reasoning, right? Think. So this thing, I need to have the path. Path equals that thing. That's the path. I would think he's not happy with it. Now, yes. And then we go for event install package. But first, reasoning. So if the path is bigger than 1, then installing package from selected files. True, true. But this we keep there. And otherwise we say first select a file. I think this might work, right? Path is some text. If it's empty, if length path is bigger than 0, then you do your installations. And otherwise you do your first select a file. We still need to add a lot of text, but that's for later. So we go here. So the check here is not done. The text, well, no. We do this away, and that's not needed either. And this will be our command. And then we send them a path, and with the path gonna read, and every line, packages. Okay, save. Install. First select the file. Okay, I'll do that. Desktop, test, and then we get install. Why do I see only 2? Is it changed? It's not. Ah, did I choose another file? Test. I'm root again. I'm on root again. Okay, no problem. So that's working. The only thing is, if I do this, install. If it's empty, I got this. If it's empty, that's here. If it's empty, can I not just say then to the system to set the path, self packages get text. If I can get it, maybe I can set it. Choose a file first. Does that work? All right. So that's helpful, I hope. Oops. So now we have to tell them that if there is choose a file first in there, then don't do anything, right? If packages length path or path equals choose a file first, then oh wait. If length path is bigger than 1, right, that's not here, right? But it's something like that, so think, Eric. And not, that's it. And not. And not. And not path equals choose a file first. Then you can install. If it's bigger than 1 and the path does not equal choose a file first, yeah. How about that? So I run, first time all good, but the second time it's choose a file first. Yes, we're out of the loop. So then we go to home Eric, to the desktop. Ah yeah, home Eric did work. It's only when we use this desktop that it works. It goes to root. Nice, I've solved it all. Project is done, right? It is. So now you make a long list of all the packages you need, and let's not mess with the code, so no things like that, blah blah blah, right? Whatever this is, what will it do? What will it do? Will it break? The package is already installed, nothing to do. Let's try that though. All of them gone, and all of them installed. I've always find it strange, this thing. I go here, I go to install package, control find, I go over there, and then it's already installed, nothing to do. So basically what I'm doing is sudo pacman -s, right? Okay. That's what we're sending to pacman. But we do give an exception as error, so I wonder. Anyway, it does not obstruct anything, so you can keep it in. You can keep all the things in, all these extra lines for yourself, like saying something like these are the browsers, and keep some structure of some kind for yourself, right? And then the tools, well, type it correctly, tools, and the browser, that one here, right? So just showing you. Let's test it out. So if this would be my file and I say install, then the package browser is already installed, nothing to do, fine, doesn't matter, really doesn't. It's just nicety if we check, well, we could check if the first character is a hashtag, don't do it. Well, it would be an interesting thing. Again, out of my comfort zone. So actually we can do it down here. If it's going through the lines, and I have to tell them, oh yeah, if the first element, if the first character of the line equals, how do I do that? If the first character of the line equals, then let me see. The ArcoLinux tweak tool is great. It has so much code already that I don't get, but it means I can learn a lot from it. We have indeed get variable command. Oh yeah. So we have some functions copy pasted over from ArcoLinux tweak tool. Get lines, get position, get positions, check value. If check value in list, check content. That's in a file. Check list value. This looks like, but I don't want a value, I want the true and the false. If it exists, is there a return loose here? False, that's that one. Repo exists, install package. So you know what I want to have is a definition that says go find me hashtag in that word. If the hashtag is true, then do anything. If not true, right, then install, and otherwise it's gonna skip up. But If there is also already a function that we can use, we should. But I want to have actually almost this. Get position, list and value. That's the position. Here we get also position from lists, plural. Get lines, no. What's this? These are variables, okay. Check value list. I need to check the content, not of a file, but of lists. Yeah. Not seeing it here. I'm close, I feel I'm close. Let's Google. Python find Python find Chromium. Python find character in string. The find method sub start end. Yep. Always like some programming, that's easier for me to understand. If not found, it returns 0. Nah. Check first character. Allez. Python check first character. Check. Find first character in string. That's nice. We used a few times find in ArcoLinux tweak tool, but not the way I'd like to do it, I think. Yeah. Functions, right? If line find, and then not, if line find, if not line find, install package. Is that enough? Because they make a lot of complex things. And what Brad typed was this. Let's see. Learn by testing. That's that one. Copy. Yeah. Install. So we shouldn't see these guys. Huh? So if not line, and our dear Brad says to say if it does not equal, where are you? Exclamation mark, if it does not equal -1, so that's if it's not there, I think. Let's see. Another way is the other way around. First select the file. We only see these two. So now we say the other way around. If not line, and then we have these. So now we've got rid of the extra lines that we have here. Now I wonder if I could achieve the same thing, and I don't know if he allows me to do it like this. No. Voila. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. This is what worked. The video is already a bit long, but from now on, I stop developing. From now on, I'll just add more stuff in text files. So you can stop the video here. I'll keep recording. So this is catched. Catch as catch can. That's installed. When I remove it, it's removed. When I click again, it takes a bit longer. And you see it gets installed, which means I can remove it again. So no this time. So that's working. So we got an extra functionality. You create your own file after any, this is Arch based, I'm always talking about the Arch Linux community, right? And there, you make a list and you say install it. But as you saw in the beginning of the video, it's not needed, right? Make your list, type sudo pacman -s, no confirm needed, and done. And you've got the same as here, but this is making a GTK, right? An application. So, like I told you, we'll have to make some more log things. So log, from time to time we like to document our stuff. What is good to log? This. Installing packages from selected file. That's one. Anything else we like to log? What else did we create? Response and all that, I don't know. Yeah, maybe to see what's going on. If a response and so file. Here maybe. Or shall we put it later on? Print. You selected this file. And then we say print wonder if we can do this. Let's see. Seems I can. Some more space. And we make this nice and like so. And then the same here. That's gonna be a problem. Control Z, 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 Z. So I do this, file, and then get that. I think I have to put it here. Or it won't get it. Let's see. Oh, what happened? It does not close. Alright, it doesn't like me doing coding there. It does not like having all that here. That's clear. Save. Okay, then we do it when we click on pacman install packages. Okay. What did I now remove? Can I reuse it? You selected this file. Yes, we can reuse it. Yeah, that's because of the dialog thing. Right. I remember now. So print, so select this file, this one. Choose a file first, print, installing from selected file. Then you say you selected this file, and then you say the line, which is actually path, right? So he knows that's what you're going to select. This is now almost covered. This is covered, right? That's covered. This code can go in here. Basically, give some more information. Create a log, launch time, and then you selected this file. Keep things the same. Improves transparency. Another go. This time the path. So let's do here file and then path. I just say the same and I don't do the same, right? So file, path, save. All right. Uninstalled, installed. Oh, nice. You selected this file, applying this command. Firefox is now installed, applying this command, install, and it goes on and on and on and on. Right? Good. And if it's empty, we give you this. Aha. 506. Oh yeah. I still got a rubbish kind of copy paste, I think. I did copy paste from somewhere. No, don't see it. Ctrl S, save. What's going on? 506. I am. That's a leftover. This is a leftover from the copy paste. Yep, it is. Save. Yeah. And the other, at some point in time, I made something and I marked it with the word Eric, right? Because then easily, as a human being, you see quickly your own name. That's the tip, right? To find in a lot of code your line, what you changed, you type your own name and then you see it immediately. So it wasn't still in there. So copy pasting, right? And figuring out things. Sometimes you leave out in code and not intended. Okay. I'm done. I'm happy. I don't know. It's good enough. The only thing we should check is the computer, the file system, the user, var, the log, the ArcoLinux app. Look at that. Been testing a bit. And if we look at the code here, we get information, right? Installing package from selected file. You selected this file. Installing package. You select this file. We should see what else. Should see if this fills up, but that's less important. It's the log. Okay. 11:33. I mean 1:33 is the video. And like I said, you could have stopped watching, but if you didn't, we need to push everything online, and analyzing again what we did is not a bad thing at all. By that I mean workflow, right? Let's build up our workflow. The workflow is ArcoLinux app dev. First I'm gonna check what I did by comparison. Easiest way, what have we done in this video? We've created an undefined path, an open response CP. We did not change CP, we still don't know what it is. As long as it works, nobody's gonna ask you what is CP, right? You put it in there. That's what we've done. Functions py. We have an install packages path. We give him a path, go read it, And then we're gonna even strip the ones with a hashtag. But then we install it, we send it to the other definition GUI. We got a number 8, a number 8, and a number 8. Then we save, then we quit. Then we have this push thing, 18 push to all ArcoLinux apps, so both of them in the same time will be pushed. So install from file. That's what we did. Install from file. Let me teach you something else because I'm bored with it. And what am I bored with? Each time when you install the when you test the ArcoLinux app dev, right? If you run this, there is a folder that gets started, gets built. So if you run this and you stop without doing anything, then you got this cache thing. I'd like to copy and say to the system, create document .git ignore. Otherwise I have to remove it with the sudo there, and that was getting me bored. This is good enough, I think, as URL. So if I push this to the internet, nothing should be changed. But first of all, so the removal of the cache is this thing. Remove cache. Let's see if I can do it without it. So comment, toggle comment. And what's this? This is not needed, is it? Why is it there? Why did I put it there? Work has to do with the building ISOs, but we're on root, so I probably wasn't very careful, or something has changed, I don't know. But if we do this, come on, I shouldn't be getting sudo. So test push, when I type this, voila, he's putting that online. Very good, my friend. So now we know it's gonna be, well, actually we can just delete the front bit. So git ignore, the front bit is this with a hashtag. So it didn't get that. Yeah, save. I thought it was not saved. So if we do it again, update. Oh my god. I think it's still online now. It's ignored, right? It's ignored. I hope it is ignored. But yeah, that's something we need to undo again. Didn't think that through. Thank God, right? No problemo. Just go for the comment, the whole comment. Don't delete too much. Keep the code. Now I should delete this one. So Control X, so it's working basically. Control X, go to, I don't know, the desktop or something. Control V, and go back. All right, all right. Voila, it's gone from online. Now, the thing from the desktop can come back. Control X. Telling him to ignore it. Now at this point in time, it's not there, but when I launch it again, it is now there. Then you go up here and have a look, and it's here. But now I don't need you anymore. I hope I'm doing this right now. So save. We're not removing the pi cache, but we're ignoring it. User share ArcoLinux App pi cache. I think that looks better. The other one was the hard-coded path. Didn't work. I thought that will certainly work. It did not work. So then this one, I guess. Yep. Test again, and the create mode goes online. All right, good, but not the pi cache. So that's done. I got that covered. This one can also go if by I don't know, sometimes maybe you'd like to test it here as well on the ArcoLinux app. Then I'm going to ignore that there as well. Well, now we do 18 push git ignore. That goes online, and the rest. Oh, they're a little bit different here. Git ignore. There seems to be some difference. So this one and that one, compare the up. So this is here, it's not there. Up work directory, that's different. We don't need this, I think. We don't need that, I think. That's the pi cache. And here we did some stuff that we do not have in the other one. Did not think that through. Control C, thank God we see it now. Control V, and then enter. So the only difference, ooh, watch out, Eric. Watch out, Eric. Because this is all def. I have messed up my code here. This is all def. No, no, Eric. No. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Think. So it's going to go to the work directories wherever we are. And yes, it's good as is. Because here it's a hard-coded path. Home, Eric, ArcoLinux, and we go to the def. But here I use a variable work directory. So the variable up here, the present working directory, is either def or the other one, right? Here I haven't used that. So, improvement. I could actually change this into work there and get the same results. Then I don't have to think about the def or the other one. Remove. Yeah. No, 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 no. This one. Copy. Remove everything from there. Copy paste this to there. Why no? No. No, 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 no. The work directory. Oh yeah, that's where we're in. We are in the work directory. Okay, so it's just from here. like so. So the home is gone. That's the work directory, I think. Right? Testing, testing, testing. Let's test it on this one. Nothing should really change. Not really. Update. What did change? Yeah, that of course. But that's it. And then we have this and that. You see, little small things like these maintenance things, it all takes time. It's a lot of work. So we are going to get the app, get it to there, user share ArcoLinux App, scripts improvements, and that's what we're doing now. Scripts improvement. That's this. But for the rest, we've got it all. So that's the Garuda config. That's the. Where are the others? EOS, Arco, and Arch. No, we're good. So everything is online. That's one thing. Next thing in the workflow is the browser. Other tabs. Zip. We're at version number. If you still have ideas, just tell me, right? 23. This was my today's what if. But giving me suggestions, sometimes I get ideas and I say, oh, we would try that as well. It's by talking with each other that we get ideas. Cross-virtualization, that's the technical term for it. And then we go to the package build. So we're at number 23, I just saw, I think, just to compare. Everything is still looking good here. Yep. 23 is down here somewhere. 12. 2305, 23. Yes, please. Thank you. And then I go to the repo and put it on the repo. Done. 1 hour 48 second stretch. And a big sigh. Nice. Getting out of the comfort zone is sometimes scary. Certainly when you're recording everything. I think I'll mess it up. And just proves that you're human, that's all. So stick around, learn about Linux, learn about scripting, learn about ArcoLinux, learn about building packages, about so many topics inside the ArcoLinux project, which is bigger, right? Carly, LCI, Eraser, so much. Because of what ifs, the brain saying, what if? And then I'm sold because I want to solve my what if. AA, right? So you see this, it can also be launched with AA. Can it? Yes, it can. So So this is what you get if you install it now. This is the version, by the way. So better stick to the app. But if you provide this little machine a URL, you just copy paste it in there as well and install it, you get all of this. Nothing to do. I don't think I still have it open, and I don't know if he recalls that one. Now it's all gone, and that's the fun. So many ways to install things. Here's another one, right? Here's another one. It's all installed again. And there you go. That's the end of the video. Try it out, have some fun. And if you have suggestions, maybe I should show you, because people keep posting it on the wrong place. Where do you suggest we should, how we continue this project, this learning project? You go here, you go to ArcoLinux App, and you click on Add Suggestions here, and that's where we ask for something new, right? What if is a great way to start a sentence. Cheers.